Alright everybody, welcome to another daily Corey B MTG video here on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be playing a really exciting deck. This might be my RCQ deck. This might be my standard challenge deck moving forward. This might be my Atlanta deck. This deck might be everything to me, as it is basically Teamer Breach in a hat. It is that powerful that I can compare it to the great Teamer Breach in Modern. But let me explain the combo for you. It has this ability to attack and win games with normal damage by playing like a bunch of prowess otters and kind of winning this fair game by playing a couple spells, making your creatures large with Valley Floodcaller. But that's kind of not the name of the game. What we're trying to do here is if you assemble Valley Floodcaller, most of the time you play this at end step as kind of your first piece, and then you untap, you play Enduring Vitality, and hopefully, you know, I'll give you the ideal curve. Obviously this doesn't always happen, but turn 1, Storm Chaser Talent, turn 2, Trainer, turn 3, Flash and Floodcaller, turn 4, win the game. So turn 4, you would go Enduring Vitality, you'd have a 4th land, and then you'd have 3 Otters untapped. Now you start just playing spells in your deck. Let's say you play Analyze the Pollen. You would tap these 3 Otters for 3 blue or a green and 3 blue, play Analyze Pollen, then they untap. Now all of a sudden your 1-drops net 2 mana. Basically, however many Otters you have, that's how much mana you're going to get each time. And if you can assemble the combo of, well, Storm Chaser's Talent, which we already have in play, and this town ain't big enough. I love that card. Now, if you can do that and you have 3 Otters, I don't know the exact formula here on this, as I was not the original architect of this deck. Huge props to Team Sanctum of All, Ray Zhang and Jason Yee being probably the 2 majority people that designed the deck. But once again, just the whole Sanctum of All team, they always come up with some really awesome stuff. So big props to you for creating this shell. I changed a couple cards and probably made it worse, if I'm being honest. But back to the combo. Now, if we have this plus this town ain't big enough, you tap your Otters for mana. This town ain't big enough, your Storm's Talent and something of theirs or something of yours, it doesn't really matter. Replay this. Remember, each time you play a spell, you're tapping and netting mana. And then you use the level 2 ability to activate this, get this town ain't big enough back. So it's a total of 7 mana, but you're playing 2 cards. So, so you're floating 6 and you're using 7 mana. So that seems like it would not be enough to go infinite, but you don't need to go infinite. You cast like 6 spells. Your creatures are getting +6/+6, and then you can just attack, you know? So that works, or you can always play something like Bitter Reunion or Song of Totentons. That gives your creatures haste. Now, haste matters for attacking, but it also matters in this deck to be able to start generating mana. So let's say you're playing Storm Chaser's Talent each turn. Well, you have all these prowess Otters that are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but they can't attack. If you play Song of Totentons, this gives all your creatures haste. So I've done this for 0 just to give my Otters haste. They're also rats, which also work with this. So whenever you start a turn with a Floodcaller and an Enduring Vitality in play, and you have a Song of Totentons, you can just play it. You only lose 1 mana and you can start tapping the rats. So I know this is information overload, as I just said a lot of things, a lot of complex things you can do with the deck. That's because I'm so excited and I'm learning something new with the deck every single match that I play. So that might seem like too much to ingest right now, but when we start playing, it'll make a lot more sense. So before we get into it, of course, I want to ask all of y'all who are enjoying this standard content to hit that subscribe button, share this video on Twitter or on Blue Sky, any of those social media platforms. Tell your buddy, tell your grandma, whatever. Get the word out about these standard YouTube videos. I really appreciate it. Other thing I really appreciate before we dive in is our sponsors of the stream. We got 2 sponsors that proudly represent the Corey B MTG stream. First up, KMC. If you want to get any KMC Hypermat sleeves or Hyper Phoenix sleeves, as well as this really cool new deck box that they just unveiled at MC Vegas. It is the Mox deck box. It's like, I don't know if it's like made of Gucci material or not, but it gives me that Gucci bag feeling. Plus, those diamonds are interchangeable in there for whatever color that you want. It is a really, really nice deck box that I think you would all like. So use that promo code in the top left of your screen. Save yourself 15% off. And our next sponsor, of course, is Heavy Play. Check out this new slide Heavy Play sent me. It looks great. If you are interested in any of these amazing products that you see behind me, they're all great. You see those magnetic dice boxes? That's low-key one of my favorite things. It just like bounces out and stops before it goes away. All the deck boxes, there's the curved sleeves there, and then that magnetic ETB playmat folds in and everything sticks to the playmat. It's really futuristic stuff, and they also have this new product, this Philstone ETB playmats for anybody who loves the art version of this. So, all right, everyone, let's play with some otters. This is going to be fun. All right, so we are on the draw. No real super exciting start. No Llanowar into a lot of card advantage or anything like that. This hand is rather medium, but I think it's still a keep when we're on the draw. We got a way to deal with a creature. We can find extra lands, kind of do some good stuff. I'm going to play this and just say go, because I really want to hit a Bronco if they play it. All right, worked out perfectly here, so let's torch this. Now we really want to draw, like, up the beanstalk. Ooh, actually, that's not bad at all. So, we can go like this, play the talent, and now I do think I want to get a land drop. So, with Analyze the Pollen, one thing I like to always do is just make sure you have 2 of each mana besides red. Red is kind of our splash color. Just like Temur Breach, we're a Simic deck, splash red for removal, basically. So I always like to get double blue because of the Sauna. The Sauna is so good in this deck. So good that I've always considered playing a little bit more, but once you get a little bit too expensive on cards like that, it can always lead to some problems. Okay, Unholy Annex. So they're going to start doing the diamond thing. All right, not bad. So we're going to start Valley Flood Calling. And honestly, we can really start a fast clock here where this could just be a beatdown Otter draw. Okay, Nameless City. So it's not looking like... Oh, God, this is kind of brutal because they didn't sack this, so I bet they have a cut down. So it's almost worth it for us to wait until we can do something like this. But since we have 2 of them, I just want to jam. That cut down's going to get some use anyways, but this is brutal. Now at least we have it to do it again next turn. Alright, that's pretty strong as well. But we're just gonna say go. One thing we really need is this town ain't big enough. We're missing a few combo pieces, to be honest. Yeah, they're just gonna get one of these cards regardless. And they're gonna see our tricks, so nothing we can do. Gotta let Duress resolve. Now, one thing we can do is level this up if we don't find anything else to do. But so far, this has been less than exciting as far as our first game goes. Gets rid of our Bushwhack. We're close to Analyzing Pollen for our powerful creature, though. Our Enduring Vitality. All right. You got it. This is the list that kind of just won the most recent challenge. Now, if they go for cut down here and they don't realize how this card works, we get to get them. They did not fall for it. Okay. And they didn't even kill it to put it to the graveyard. That was as bad as possible. Okay. Song of Totentons. Not amazing. As we're now out of our otters. Guess we just got to start with this. Alright, so at least we got this town ain't big enough. That is very good. But nothing else we can do here, so we'll just say go. Still just doing a lot of setup. But once again, we can just win out of nowhere if we get the right pieces. That's bad. This card in the main deck is not great for us. Alright, let's see what they do. So they can only do one mode. Okay, that is not what we care about too much. So I'm definitely, this town ain't big enough. Now it's just what else do I want to bounce of theirs? Either the Annex or the Sentinel. And I think it's the Sentinel? Alright. And now we can analyze. So that was not probably the best play on their part. Alright. Up the beanstalk. Now we got some options. I think I want to start with up the beanstalk, because we want to kind of win the game with Song here at some point. We're not going to have a great attack this turn. Maybe we can attack with this little Otter, because they are getting kind of low with their Annex. They're going to be forced to put a demon into play, and that's kind of the line we don't mind. So if I play both of the spells, I can't get the creature, but I can get a land here, which is pretty good. Alright. Yeah, because if I get a land, I'm just gonna search for a land. We can always get this back. We don't need red right now, I don't think. And you gotta be wary of the clock 24/7 with this deck, as it's very, very tricky. I kind of want to do this to get 4 damage in, because I don't want to attack and let it die, even though we're not mana efficient. And this way, if we top deck a land, we can buy this town ain't big enough and play it. This town ain't big enough with up the beanstalk is very good. It still triggers, even though it costs 2. Alright, here's the Archfiend. So now they get to gain. Okay, there's our vitality. So this is net even on mana because we have the Otters to play. But we're still going to be 1 short of doing this. So we could go like this. Then we could Song for 4 and trigger up the beanstalk. All right, let's start with that. And remember, these will add mana. So we're still not going to be able to do the trick. Okay, looks like they won't be adding mana. Alright, then we just got to say go. Now we're in trouble. We needed them to not have the Anoint there. But next turn we can for sure... This town ain't big enough and hope it's enough. Kinda don't think it will be. Yep. So right now they're taking 5, but they're going to be at 11, so they're at an effective 6. They could be at an effective 7 if they had this. We're going to sack. We're going to get our red source, I suppose. We're in trouble. Now, I don't even know our best draw. It probably was that. Okay. I think we can actually go for the win. I mean, we have no real option, so we got to go for it, and it's not a slam dunk by any means. All right, so we add blue, 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 blue. Alright, so if I analyze Pollen for 1 mana, I play the Flood Caller. I don't have enough. To untap. I'll be 1 short of being able to play the trainer and find something off of it. So I guess I just have to go for this town ain't big enough. And what else do I want to return? I think it's got to be this because that's immediately killing me. And my talent. Draw a card. Now if we get Flood Caller, we'd be okay. We did not find it. Now let's go with the trainer. I think we're just doing a bunch of stuff to just die next turn, but... Okay, that actually could be really good. That kills Glissa. Or this town ain't big enough is just another great bounce spell. That's probably better. Okay. We're staying alive. Alright, and then we try to win next turn. Yup. Don't love that, but I actually don't think we're super dead. Okay, I think we get to do a sweet play here to live. Wait. Yeah, we have to bounce our own creature. I think we win. So watch this. So I go to blocks. Oops. I blocks like this. This town ain't big enough, them both back. Oh my god, this is sexy. And then I take 2. And then next turn I win. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so now we start with this. We go like this. Now we get our analyzed pollen. Collect our evidence. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's better ways to efficiently do that, but it doesn't matter. They're dead. Now we get our Flood Caller. Now you gotta add blue. Blue, 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 blue. Yes, yes! I cannot believe we won that game. Yes! Team or Breach, I'm telling you. You gotta just play Team or Breach. Okay, so, up the beanstalk. I like patch. And I'll preface with I'm still learning. I hate that bug. I'll preface with I'm still learning here. But I've been starting to feel pretty good about it. So, cards we don't necessarily want. I don't think Torch the Tower is amazing. Although we do have to deal with Glissa. Sideboarding is going to take me some time always because it's just pretty tricky this time around. I like Roaring Furnace and Up the Beanstalk because they give me card advantage. I don't like them as much against Dimir. And then we need Paw Patch to be able to deal with demons. And Torch the Tower deals with Broncos, and it deals with Glissa if we have an enchantment, so it's still decent. I almost think we take out Llanowar Elves because they have so much removal. And just try to be a little bit more controlling on the draw. Maybe we bring them in on the play. And then one thing I like to do if I don't really know is I definitely just trim. I don't think Bushwhack is very strong. And Flood Caller we can always tutor for, but you always do want to draw it. Let's take out one trainer. I think I want this. I'm never sure of the Llanowar Elves, for what it's worth, up against cut down matchups. As sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're terrible. Because how many cut downs do they leave in? They probably leave in a good amount. But maybe if we were to lose this game, they don't see a bunch of cut down targets, they take them out. That's a reasonable thing. All right. On the draw. That was an incredible game. I can't believe we won that. Okay. This is perfectly fine. It would be a lot better with a Llanowar Elf. All right. So we have plenty of card advantage here. Now we just hope we have enough time to get it all done. And we hope we don't see a perfect. They probably just have a cut down. Or a duress. Oh. That's worse. They get that. It's one of my good cards. All right. Beans. Thinking about them beans. No Glissa? Okay. Still good, but... Alright, I think I want to draw more cards. And one of these Gorges is already pretty bad. More Gorge. I could analyze the pollen here, but that's not very good. We're just going to do this and say go. Pretty bad draws so far. Okay, at least that's not a demon. Yep. Now we'd love to find a this town ain't big enough or something. Alright, we are going to start with this. That was very good. That's going to draw us so many cards. We're going to say go. Now we hope that they make a demon, to be honest. Alright, well. Now I think we bounce their Annex. And this. Draw a bunch of cards. Yes. And they probably just have to take this town ain't big enough. But now our pollen is online. This easily might just be a song turn next turn. With them probably about to attack me for 3. Yeah. Get to draw 2 cards off of it. Otherwise, I could analyze Thunder Trap. Otherwise, I can do 1 drop, 1 drop, 2 drop, 2 drop. That's not bad too, I suppose. Putting them down to 9. The fact that this draws 2 cards and my Analyze Pollen, I have to get rid of 2 of the good cards. I think I might just do this. All right, let's get blue. So then they always have to be wary of this. Okay, now our hand is good. Probably exile our great. They might do all the modes. That's okay. Card is good against us, don't get me wrong. Okay. Could just double trainer here. Or I could start with this, trying to find some better cards. I could start with this, then that. All right, let's start with the talent. I kind of want to get this Otter big enough to maybe fight something is kind of my thought. Okay. It's quite good. So now I can actually get in there. So we have this. Yeah, they're basically dead. Now I can have this fight. Oh my god, this deck is insane. Are they just dead? Take 8? I'm gonna give it haste. This is utterly unreal. Now they go to 5. What can I bring back? That. Those don't do it right now, so we do need some help. Okay. We do not have them dead. We have them dead. Pretty close. Not quite. So, I mean, this is great regardless. So let's see what we can find. Already found the best card, though. Alright. Wow, we are doing it. Oh, yes. This is one hell of a standard deck, y'all. Let's keep it going. Second round, let's do this. Okay, we got Storm Chaser talent into trainer with this talent ain't back big enough as a backup and a removal spell. Definitely keeping this. Okay, looks okay. We kind of have the nut draw here if we can find a land. You wouldn't kill a little otter, would you? Okay. Now you feel pretty priced into taking the tower, but they could take the trainer to stymie our draw a bit. But yeah, that makes sense. All right, that was a good draw. I'm gonna attack. I'll trade with this if they want. Good, I didn't want him to. That was a bluff. Alright, so now we got our trainer. Alright, so I don't think we need Song yet. I don't think we need another talent yet. So let's get the Roaring Furnace. This is a great pickup. Next turn we can go Enduring Vitality and Roaring Furnace this. That's nice. See what they do. If they go like Glissa, we might have to kill that. Okay. Well, we can kill both creatures if we want now. With that top deck. Alright, so we're definitely starting with this. Now we could Bushwhack here. So many good options. I think I like it. Now we get this back. Then we can torch at any point. We don't need to now, though. I mean, we're dominating this game. Dominating. I mean, this is the dream. So they might go to attack and then kill Enduring Vitality. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not falling for it. Yep, that was their plan. That would have been a nice plan. So that does slow us down quite a bit. Now, whatever one they take, I get to do the thing to the other one. Yeah, our draw is much worse now. But we're still doing fine. Alright, so we can start by attacking. Now I think I just want to bring back Torch. So we can get a red mana here. That way we have this supercharged. I like to call it supercharged up. When it gets to level 2, then you get your ultimate value next turn. So let's go like this and say go. Then when we bounce it, it kind of does the thing. Yep. And they're just going to dirtle around. Maybe play some demons, whatever. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. So, we can't torch and put the sauna in play. The sauna is what I want to get going. But not there yet. Could torch the Dread Knight. I could bounce the bat and play the Roaring Furnace on the elves, so I could deal with all their creatures. But then they could re-bat me. Great lines regardless. I just want to think of the best way to do it here. Alright, I think I got it. Alright, let's get this bat out of here. We're going to start with that. Now we got the furnace. Now, got the Roaring Furnace to kill Llanowar. And, guess if I... Oh, wait, the bat's dead. Oh, yeah, okay, okay. I was thinking the bat was going to get recast. So, all right, this makes it easier. Let's attack. That maybe even isn't the best attack. But now let's go... Let's get our blue source. Now let's just bounce our stuff. And now that's dead. Yeah, I don't know if I even should have let them be able to draw a card here. Maybe that was silly. As now next turn, I really don't have a good turn if they do anything more powerful than this. Doesn't look like they're gonna. So we have a pretty forced turn next turn. It's time to just relax, chill in the sauna. Alright, let's get this going. Hope they don't have a way to deal with it. Yep. Yeah, if that's all they got, they're dead. Game over. Alright, so now what do we want to do? We have all the options. We have no pressure on us. So let's do the mode I don't use that often, and that's the double trainer. Okay, let's get the pollen. And the beans. And let's say go. Just going buck wild with card advantage. Now we might be able to win the game next turn. Yeah, I think we can win next turn. So, with Valley Floodcaller and Pollen to go get Enduring Vitality, that's usually enough if we have enough mana. So, we have to start with this because we need one more card in Graveyard. Looks like we're short. Yeah, looks like we're short a little bit. So, another setup turn. Once again, no pressure on us, so it doesn't matter. So, we'll do some setup. We'll get the beans down. Yeah, no pressure means no hurry. Plus, I kind of want to get this town ain't big enough back. And there we go. Now it might be GG. Yeah, now it is. Okay. Less they have a removal spell here. So let's go with red, blue. The tower to be torched. Actually, let's start with this first. Because if they have a removal spell for this... Oh, I don't have the Flood Caller in play. Oh, I had to play the Flood Caller. They were dead. But I screwed that up. Okay, well, good thing we didn't get punished there. Alright, so I'm sure it was kind of the same build. So let's kind of try to side the same way. I hate that visual bug. Yeah, let's try the same way. I took out one of these. And one trainer, I think. I don't know. God, I always miss Llanowar Elves. But drawing it late is quite bad. Bitter Reunion is another card to think about to cut, as it's one of the weaker cards. But you really just need that card draw. Because we play an actual lot of lands. Like 20 lands plus 6 of these things is actually a decent amount of lands. But we'll try this. I'm not sure. This is the only matchup where I consider taking Llanowar Elf out. Even Dimir, I keep him in. Golgari just has all removal, card advantage, and demons, you know? We don't have blue yet, but I'm going to keep. We got the torches for the early Dread Knights and stuff, and Broncos. Well, and this might just be drawing us a card. Okay, not ideal. Now we want to see a Bronco. I guess we can stop them from looking at our hand. No, they still look. Okay, well, take a peek. Yeah, torch the tower when they have bats and Dread Knight and Broncos, I want. So whenever you see bat, I think you leave those in. If you don't see bat, probably not. I actually think bat is not a good card anymore. I don't like playing it in my Golgari decks. I think bat is going to be a thing of the past. Sorry, bat fans. Bat fan, bat fan. Tough. I mean, it just doesn't matter what they take. Okay, I would rather do that. That was a great draw. Blue. That was awesome. And now we're all lined up to just really have an aggressive draw with Flood Caller. Okay, now they can get the tower here. The tower is torched. Okay. Only one blue, so I definitely want to use my blue mana. I don't think it feels like Flood Caller time yet, though. So... maybe it is. Maybe it's Flood Caller o'clock. Tough choice, tough choice. If I had another blue, I'd go Trainer Talent. Alright. Let's just get our Otters going. I'm unsure of this play. Could just kill this now. I know I'm gonna. No. And I guess I don't know I'm gonna. Depends on what they do. If they just go like land go. You got it. 19 all. God, now I kind of want to just draw a card. It's like, I feel like they have a removal spell. Do I care about my torch? Honestly, getting the torch back is just fine. This is kind of like drawing a card. They're trying to go for the throat one of the otters. I'm not going to let them use their mana unless they want to use a go for the throat on one of these otters. So I will make them larger because I want another land. I'd like another blue. And this is going to be a flood caller turn, I think. We'll start by attacking. Yeah, I just don't want them to use their mana. Could be right to just trainer now that I'm thinking about it. So they have a removal spell. It's very face up, in my opinion. So do I give them the good target or just keep saying, all right, if you want to keep holding up mana, I'll keep punishing you. Yeah, let's take that option. Up the beanstalk or this town ain't big enough is what I want to see. Or a sauna. Okay. We'll keep that for now. Now we can play around cut down by playing this and having a spell up. Because you can play these spells at instant speed. That's the text that still I'm getting used to. Alright, there's a Glissa. We already have the answer. Do I wanna... I want to do that during their turn, I think. Wow. Are they dead? They might be dead. Alright, let's do the thing. Alright, so we need this. Now this. With bargain. Here's the untap. That's good. Yeah. So I don't think they were going to be dead because I think my turn... No, I guess I could have kept going because I added 3 mana. I had the 1 drop. So net to untap. Tap. So we have 5 mana. Activate level 2. Play another 1 drop. That's all we would have been able to do. But, you know... That would have been another 2 spells. So attack for 10, 14. We could have put them to 1. What a deck, y'all. Let's play one more. Third and final match here with this incredible deck. Let's get the perfect 3-0. Anything less will be sad. Hand looks great. We got one of the ideal starts, Llanowar or Storm Chaser's Talent. I think I like the Llanowar a little bit more here. As next turn we can double spell. Alright, let's start with the Lawnmower. Now, the Llanowar doesn't untap when you do the Rat Otter stuff, but it's still just a good accelerant, I think. Alright, so let's start with this. We'll get rid of the Forest. Okay, pretty nice draws. Alright, now we got this. Then we'll say go. Now, next turn, we got a plethora of options. All right, we're going to have less options. I think they have to take the Bushwhack. I would think, otherwise we just fight. Makes sense to me. Alright, so we have a 3rd land. Now we can either Valley Floodcaller or Trainer here. I think the Trainer is not bad. We don't have another blue source. Let's Trainer and hope to hit a Furnace. Furnace would be ideal here. Furnace! Furnace! Dang. Alright, that was indeed less than ideal. Alright, we will attack. And then we'll say go. Next turn will probably be our Flood Caller turn. Let's see what they do. Okay, that's whenever a bat attacks, you gain life. And then whenever this attacks, you can return something. Alright, not the biggest deal, but a good card. Glad we didn't kill the bat, to be honest. Like, we don't care about their minor life total changes kind of thing. Alright. Still no spells for us, which is the biggest problem in this hand. We could try to get to level 3. You don't do that often, but... Yeah, we can only pump these things once. I'm only going to play the Flood Caller, I think. I guess I wouldn't mind being able to play around a cut down, so... Yeah, let's do that, and we'll just say go. We really needed this town ain't big enough. Or a Roaring Furnace would be great. One of our card advantage engines. Another trainer would even be fine. Let's see what they do. Bats, huh? Whenever you lost or gain life. Okay. They will be doing that. Alright, they're popping off. That triggers each time and more than once, I think, right? Yep. Okay. We're not going to have a lot of time here. Oh, yeah. And it has lifelink, so it triggers again. Wow. Alright. That's pretty sick, actually. I really think we needed this town ain't big enough, like, basically now. Remember, you can play at instant speed. That's got to be our best draw. It almost always is. Okay. That could find us one. Alright. 4 looks at it. That was not good. Yikes. Alright, we're in trouble now. We're just gonna say go. No block, or no attacks. We'll do some chump blocking. Now, we want to try to get our graveyard up to 8. We can get it up to 6. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're just dead. We gotta be just dead. 10, 13, 14. Oh, yeah. Well, honestly, I'm just gonna let opponent do this because this is awesome. Let's see how much they deal us. Wow. Bats, huh? Okay. Well, I guess we want our Scorching Dragonfires, probably our Formations, definitely our Roaring Furnace. Our Bushwhacks are probably pretty good. Our Llanowars are probably good. So this comes to the tough spot again of what the heck do we take out? Because it is just a nice combo deck that you can't disrupt stuff too much. But you also need to draw some cards. So these are all the cards we want. Now, what are the ones we don't? Can definitely see a trim, no matter what. I think those are the only 2 I like to trim on. So there's got to be a card we just want to take out. Might be Llanowar. But we're on the play, so that's actually pretty strong. But we do want to kind of just play like a control deck, not really like a ramp deck. With this much removal, I think you do want to just take Llanowar out. And I guess that means Bitter Reunion? That means that we can only give haste with Song of Totentons, but I think that is okay. Alright, I think this is our control configuration. And that's what we want to be up against a black-white creature deck. You know, this is not a common deck we see. Maybe it will be, because, I mean, that was sick. But if we had any disruption, we could have broken that up pretty easily. But we did not. I'm going to keep. The Furnace is awesome. I want to get this down as soon as possible so it's safe in play. Alright, so let's go like this. And then we'll just try to win the game with Steaming Sauna, essentially. Okay, that's cute, but I don't think that's actually good. We're not going to waste it, you know, but... Now, if we see a bat, that's kind of annoying. Okay, this is awesome. We're going to Roaring Furnace that for sure. Okay. Enough lands. Alright, we'll say go. Now, if they play that 3/3 bat, we can deal with it, of course. Alright. Left that open. Okay, that was a pretty good draw. Interesting. I don't think we need the other beans. I think I'd rather hold a removal spell for whatever they're about to do. But I'm fine just taking damage. I want to wait for them to kind of blink first, you know, because we're going to start Sawning. If I can get a empty battlefield with an active Sauna here, I feel great. And now we're just playing that control role. Draw a bunch of cards, kill creatures, eventually stumble into the combo. Whenever a creature you control enters, gain a life. To solve, you've gained 5 or more life, and then it does something. Okay. So they're probably going to try to play a creature. I'll take it. All right. Now I'll try to get rid of it. All right. Now let's hope they don't have a removal spell for this, because I'm definitely going for it. Time to sit in the sauna. Alrighty. Now they get to kind of have their way, but whatever. If that's the whole thing, it's just return that, sure. We can't actually deal with it right now until it gets wings. As long as you've lost life this turn. Okay. So they can keep it on the ground pretty effectively. Yep. Combo. What the heck does that do? Hit a bat, gain a life. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life, create one. Wow, okay. That's going to be annoying. Good thing I can destroy that. Could play all my 2-drops. So let's start with this, see what's up. Yep, that's good. Alright, so now let's go like this. Get rid of this. You put your counters there, no problem. Then we'll say go. Depending on what they do, we have just amazing plays across the board. This town ain't big enough is insane right now. Returning this, plus killing their token. Okay. So whenever you gain life, I'm going to lose life. So I think I do just want to bounce this. But they're going to get another bat. Beginning of your step, if you gain or lost life, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay. I do think I just want to get rid of this first. Their deck is sweet. I'm not going to lie. They're doing some stuff. I don't feel like we're out of this by any means yet. Like, they just have a ton going on. We're getting close to narrowing them down, but like... They hit hard. Okay, so let's start with this. Bounce this and this. Okay, that I feel really good about now. Alright. Here's this. Get rid of that. Then I can torch this. And play a tapped land, I think. Let's do it now. Alright, and then we'll draw a card. Alright, still not a great hand. Scary. Really scary. Like, I feel like we're still dead. We have drawn pretty poorly, but... Can I afford to do this? I don't think I can. I think I just play an untapped land in case I draw something good. And we'll say go. We can cast that at instant speed. I don't know how good that is. Oh, God, I can't gain life. I can't even play these. I could play one before I die. So they're going to gain one. Yeah, I can't play them now. The Authority actually is going to be a weird combo here. Their deck is sweet. Good game. I mean, what could I have done? I did everything to start perfectly. Like, I had all the removal early. Of course, we didn't have a very aggressive draw, but wow, this bat deck just really destroyed us. That was pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. Like, wow. I've never played against the Orzhov bat deck, and I'm sure there's matchups where we destroy him. And, you know, it could easily be the case that this is a matchup we'd win 9 out of 10 times. And we just kind of got wrecked there. We did draw a little bit poorly, but didn't get the 3-0 I wanted. But let me tell y'all, this is still the deck I'm going to be taking to my next RCQ. So far, of course, I mean, everything's going to change. I make a video every day. So, you know, our opinions will change pretty quickly. I'll also be working on this list. So if you're interested in this list, this is the one I'm going to be working on, building a sideboard guide. So I have a Patreon link below. That's where all that action will be happening if you are interested. Also have a bunch of modern content if you're interested in that too. But I know that's kind of not exactly what you're here to watch the video for. So once again, everyone, I'm making a video every single day, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video to your friends. I really appreciate it. And I was going to say next week. No. Tomorrow, I got another spicy one prepared. I'm actually going to record it right now. It's another really spicy deck. So make sure to subscribe to the channel once again, and we'll see you tomorrow, okay? Peace.